Thank you very much for that presentation, and I think it's fantastic to see how you are growing just for the last year. So, good luck in the future. Now I will invite Alison and Haley to do a presentation about IACA.
Thank you. Thank you, Andreas and Anna and Annika, for the time to talk about IACA, and thank you for your hospitality this week. It's been fantastic. We've very much enjoyed our time. Thank you. So I'm just going to tell you briefly a little bit about IACA and our most recent conference. So IACA is much like ASORLAC and GCRF and CRF in that it's a group of business register organizations, but it also includes secured transaction registry operations as well. So we held our 38th annual conference just 2 weeks ago in Savannah, Georgia, another warm, sunny city. So we had more than 225 attendants, representation from 6 Canadian provinces, 42 US states, and 18 additional countries. And I'm happy to say some of the folks in the room were also in attendance, and we appreciate that and hope to have even more of you another year. So I'm just going to show you just some of the general topics that were covered. So IACA, because it is 2 different sort of sections in terms of the business register side and the secured transaction side, we have some topics which cross over. General sessions were included on things like data sales and business metrics, which might apply to both types of operations. But then we also have concurrent sessions around the business operations specific topics. So on the business organization side, we looked at things like trademarks and trade dress, beneficial ownership. Again, you can see there's many common themes across the activities of all of our organizations. On the secured transaction side, we looked at things like personal property registries from around the world, legislation updates, bogus filings, that's an issue in that type of a register. We also looked at the IT components because I should have said that's the section within IACA as well. So it's the secured transaction, the business registers, and the IT that supports both of those types of organizations. So in those sections we had promoting electronic filing, which always comes up in all of our organizations. We also had roundtables, so smaller group discussions on topics like benefit corporations and name clearances, outsourcing of IT services, again, topics that are familiar to many of you. At IACA, we also have each year something we call the Merit Awards. And so jurisdictions can apply. Usually around the time of the conference registration going out, there will be a call for nominations or submissions for an IACA Merit Award. Each are judged based on things like efficiency, effectiveness, the lessons you've learned. So we get applications from around the world. You must become a member of IACA to actually receive the award, but other than that, it's jurisdictions from the member organizations within North America, but also our international members as well may apply. So these were this year's successful awards, and each jurisdiction was given a brief time to tell us a bit about what they're doing in their successful operations. And the conference concluded with an annual general meeting. We have ours at the final day rather than at the beginning, as you folks had done. And we also had jurisdictional presentations, I guess. Some of those were ones that had participated in the Merit Awards, but a more in-depth review of their activities. So that's sort of the agenda for our conference. It's a bit longer. It begins on a Sunday evening ordinarily, and it goes through Thursday evening. But that's the types of topics and themes that are covered. So I'm going to turn it over to Alison DeSantis, our current president, to tell you about next year's conference. I think I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Haley. Well, I do have the fortunate opportunity to get to host the conference next year in Columbus, Ohio. So I invite you all to file into the Buckeye State. That's kind of our nickname, Ohio. So the 39th annual conference will be held June 5th through the 9th in 2016, the Hyatt Regency in Columbus. The benefit of having it a little bit later than we usually do is we're hoping to encourage more of you to be able to attend. So we'll have about a month break between the ECRF, CRF conference and IACA next year. So we encourage you to take advantage of that and join us in Columbus. Oops, I went too fast there. So I've been talking to a lot of people about Columbus, and not many people know where Columbus is or anything about it, and so I like to have the opportunity to share information about the city. It's my hometown and a city that I really enjoy. Columbus is the 15th largest state in the United States. It's ranked for the top 10 best fall trip, and I don't know if I should advertise that since I'm inviting you to all come in the summer. But if you have other opportunities, I do recommend the fall. The weather is beautiful and the sights are amazing. We do have a lot of things that we're famous for. The #1 zoo in the United States, #1 science center for families, #1 ice cream, which we'll probably be trying at the conference, and the #1 public library that is a very impressive site, very close to where we'll be staying. It's also a top 10 city for shopping, golf, the arts, and many sports. We're very into the Ohio State Buckeyes, but the conference is also going to fall. The conference will start on the day that the Memorial Tournament will end in Columbus. So a PGA golf tournament comes to Columbus every year. It's actually going on right now back at home. Washington Post calls Columbus the new destination for food lovers, so there's a lot of good restaurants that I would recommend to you if you came. This is a map to show you where we're located in the Midwest. And I have a video that I would like to show you to highlight some of the best parts about our city. That gives you a little bit of a taste of what the city is like. As we get closer to the conference, we'll have more information on our website about session topics. We're kind of just wrapping up after the last conference, so we don't have all of that set yet. But I welcome you to check out our website and see what we have to offer next year. And if you have any questions or would like more information, feel free to contact me or Haley. We'd be glad to help you, figure out travel arrangements and anything you might need to attend the conference. Thank you.